welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to now, my friend. Let's continue the journey. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Prince Arundel, what are you doing here, my lord?
I followed you, Vulcan. I must save our king, with or without your aid. What is this thing?
I don't know, but it doesn't look right.
Son? My boy? Can it be you?
Oh, fuck.
By all the gods. Father? It cannot be!
Do not look upon me. I am so sorry. Do not stay here. Take the crown and leave this place.
Oh, Father. But what have they done to you?
I surrendered. Lord Blackfrost told me that he was slain. That Marshal Winter's army had left no survivors at Bastion. I had not the strength to even raise my sword. And so he changed us, remade us, the other nobles and I, and all those who had taken refuge in the palace. He wanted me to witness our end, so that I would live without defeat and news of your death for eternity. But you are alive. You live. Your mother and I are so relieved to know you live.
Mother? But how can I release you from this curse?
My son, if you only knew how sorry we are. You cannot save us. We are condemned to this abomination. You must slay us. The others, the Queen, the Count, all of these people. I feel their suffering. Hear their screams within me. Put an end to it, I beg you. Free us that our souls may be with you.
Sire, I can take care of this, if you want me to.
For pity, my boy. Whatever you decide, take the crown.
There is more power lying hid in this twisted corpse than in a dozen juggernauts. I will not stand by and watch those blood-sucking necromancers steal it from me once more.
Sire, please step aside.
But what are you doing?
I'm taking back the power that was stolen from the World Heart.
How dare you? That is my father, the King of Caralthas. I have to perform the funeral rite to free his soul. Have you no respect?
Respect for him that joineth with the Dead Walkers? Ah, I think not.
We have to get back to the camp before the Dead Walkers come for us. The death of one of the Liches is bound to have gotten their attention.
I will come soon. I must first perform a ritual to free my father's soul from this unholy carcass so that it may stay with me.
I'll wait outside. Afford to wait for Arundel. Not in his condition. The Deadwalkers will be scouring the city to find out who killed their Lich. We gotta get back to the camp, fast.
Dost thou feel the power of the World Heart flowing through us since thou didst absorb the Lich?
I feel a little stronger, but it isn't enough.
It is far from over. This power comes straight from the Necromancers, who sucked it from the World Heart. We must starve them.
Mercenary, it is well that you are returned. A creature that seemed like a dead thing came. It claimed you had sent it.
Yeah, he's a potential ally, don't worry about it.
I fear I attacked him, and arrested him. He tried to talk to me, but I felt safer with it under guard, considering his face.
Where is he now?
He is with the Red Scribes.
Perfect.
Ah! What the hell is that? Guards! Guards!
Calm down, Smithy. I'm on your side.
Our side? With a face like that? You think I'm stupid? Guards!
Fool! If I had wished him ill, his bones would even now be crackling over the flames.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Show me what you have to sell.
Alas, not much. I'm missing so much equipment, but have a look. You might find something you like.
Sybil,
Yes?
I'd like to ask...
What do you want to know?
What do you think of Mathras?
I think he's absolutely unique, fascinating. I have always loved history and history books, but he actually lived through history. It's just incredible. There is so much we can learn from him. His knowledge could allow us to better understand what happened in our past. We could learn from the eras of our ancestors.
Do you really think he's immortal?
Oh, I'm convinced of it. You only have to look at him. He's so cultured and has so much knowledge. Which reminds me...
Something to do with our decomposing friend?
Yes, he won't talk to me about his romantic experiences. I managed to get a lot of stories about battles and all sorts of historical anecdotes, but nothing about his love life. It's not that I want to pry into his intimate life, but I do wonder why he's so reticent to talk about it.
I could always ask him for you. Have you learned anything about the World Heart?
Yes, I found out a few things that might interest you. Some of the myths about the World Heart are based on real facts. Certain texts confirm that there is indeed a source of energy that fuels the world, but also that is the source of all magic power. Every time a sorcerer casts a spell, they are drawing power from the World Heart. The Ice Lords are siphoning this energy in huge quantities, and that is why they are so immensely powerful. If we can only discover how they're doing it, it may be possible to deprive them of all their power.
That sounds like a really good lead. Keep on digging. Anything new on the world?
I think I just discovered something really interesting.
Tell me.
From what I've read, the World Heart is not invertial. Well, not really. It exists in a sort of other world next to us, in a sort of limbo, in fact. And it's impossible to get there without using an extremely complex ritual.
And can you perform it?
No, but the Ice Lords have discovered a way to create passages and to keep them open. And it's by using these passages that the Ice Lords are able to channel the power from the World Heart. But they're draining it. They're using more power than can be replenished.
Edwin,
What can I do?
I'm going to need your talents.
You offer me what? Sword?
They attacked the wrong person. How dare they condemn our king to such a macabre fate? My father. It's time for us to repay the Deadwalkers in kind. I want to see them destroyed, so not a single one of those dead ever dare set foot in our streets again. We're going to launch a massive assault to take back our city. It is time to turn the tide of this war. Vulcan, we will need you and your extraordinary abilities. We have to send a small group to open the city gates. I'm counting on you. I know that you can be stealthy and incredibly effective. A few soldiers will be going with you. This is our best chance. Black Frost doesn't seem to be here anymore, and most of his forces went with him.
This prince is a stupid dreamer, but a useful one. If he attacks, he will draw the necromancer's eye, clearing the way for us.
All right. Count me in on this mission, but nothing more. I don't intend to take part in the fighting to retake the city, but your last stand coincides with my objectives. Blackfrost should find your army fascinating. He'll send a large part of his troops against you, and he might even show up in person. And as it appears that his realm is one of the paths to the World Heart, that'll clear the way for me.
I would have preferred more assistance, but that'll have to do. This will be a magnificent battle.
If you say so.
Thou knowest that Blackfrost's palace will take us to the World Heart, yet still thou doth waste thy time in vain battles. Thy stupidity knows no bounds.
The knight would like to talk to his friend about an ancient ritual. For it is said that wisdom and strength often reveal themselves through the mists of time.
A ritual? Considering what happened to me the last time I was at one of those, I probably should listen to you. So, what's it about?
Where the knight comes from, the bravest warriors are permitted to take part in a dangerous but powerful rite. They must search for special ingredients to make a potion for themselves that they then drink. Only the very strong survive. But if they live, they gain the experience and skills of many warriors long dead, and thus each of their blows becomes more deadly.
And you did this? This potion?
Yes. The knight accomplished this ritual many years ago, and he carries within him the wisdom of all the great warriors of Algander. It made him much stronger, and he is sure that if an exceptional warrior was to go through this same ritual, the effects would be many times more powerful.
Uh-huh. So, it looks like I'm going off looking for outlandish ingredients again. But hey, if it's for a good cause.
The knight has prepared a list. His friend must now search for all the ingredients written on it.
I'm on it.
Vulcan, come here. I need to talk to you about something. While you were in the city, the Deadwalkers apparently began stirring. Several scouts have disappeared without a trace. They can't just have been ambushed by chance. Someone must have given their routes to our enemies. I'm afraid we have a traitor among us. Though if that's the case, I don't understand why we haven't been attacked by the Deadwalkers yet. What's really troubling is that these disappearances pretty much correspond to your arrival here, which means that your living dead friend is the prime suspect. Even if it's just as possible that it's one of the Red Scribes, or even one of your people.
And why can't it be one of your people?
Why would he do that? And above all, why would he wait until now to betray us?
Who knows what goes on in a traitor's head? Maybe he thought that everything was played out, and my presence here made him change his mind. After all, until we got here, you weren't doing much. But since I've been here, we've started to move, and the outcome of the combat has become less certain.
You're extremely presumptuous. If what you say is true, this traitor actually waited to see if you were really capable of reversing the situation. Fine, for the sake of argument. Will you help us carry out this investigation? Yes or no?
I'll see what I can do. But if it turns out that the traitor is one of your people, you'd better do what you have to. Edwin.
What can I...
Sybil,
Yes?
I'd like to ask...
What do you want to know?
See you later.
Oh my, you don't look so good. Something jamming up your pipes? Perhaps you should consider an enema.
Hilarious. But with friends like you, who needs enemas? I brought you a few I found.
Thank you. I'm sure it doesn't seem all that important to you, but all the elven people are in your debt.
Let's change... I have a few... I'm guessing this is not the way you'd always imagined coming back to your lands.
For years now, I've been waiting for the day when I could go back to my city. But deep inside, I've dreaded this moment. If I was ever coming back home, it could only mean one of two things. Either I'd been captured by my people, or I'd been forgiven because I was right. I would have preferred being captured. My city has fallen, and I do not recognize it.
It doesn't matter what condition the city is in. We didn't come here for a guided tour. What matters to me is how we get reorganized, and who with. I hope that your elves are pissed off enough to put up a fight.
If they are feeling anything like what I do, then I guarantee that the Deadwalker army will be suffering very soon.
I sure hope so. Let's change the... I'll leave you... Since you arrived, the enemy seems to be aware of our every move.
Truly. Surprising that they haven't yet arrived here to destroy this camp. Most interesting. Or perhaps very stupid. In any event, I do feel sorry for you. One doesn't seem to be able to put one's trust in anyone these days.
You don't understand. What I want is...
But I understand perfectly, my dear girl. I'd merely hoped that you were above this kind of nonsense. Since my arrival here, I've been surrounded by your friends, something that rather precludes the possibility of me talking to the enemy. I have not once left the camp, and no one deigns to speak to me of strategy, which is a pity, given the evident levels of incompetence of your generals. Thus, it seems obvious that these suspicions are unfounded. You know, since arriving here, I have the odd feeling of standing in a turnip field.
A turnip field?
Yes. It must be all the superior intelligences that surround us. Trust me, child. You should leave this area as swiftly as you may.
You'd know more about the Deadwalkers than us. Who do you think the spy is?
Walking around in a dead body doesn't make one an expert on all other dead things, young woman. In fact, I find this suggestion vaguely insulting. But I have learned to trust my experience, something that you, despite your youth, should attempt to do also. I imagine we could quite easily reduce the possibilities. Firstly, the traitor must be able to enter and leave the camp without being stopped. Then, it must be someone who can observe your comings and goings without drawing attention to themselves. Lastly, it is someone who knows your plans. Someone who knows your military commander's orders. That alone excludes a large number, particularly the undead here. In your place, I should go and question the camp watchman. Logic suggests they will have seen something.
Thanks for the tips. I'll get right on it. Let's change. Who are you exactly?
I am Mathras. Immortal and unique.
Right. So why aren't you out there with your Deadwalker pals?
First of all, I don't have any pals. I'm a little too old for that. Secondly, I find your implication that I am associated with them most unpleasant. I have nothing in common with those dead things. I've been around for over 6,000 years, and I'm still very much alive, thank you. I admit this body is looking a little worn.
6,000 years old? Wow. You don't look a day over 3,500.
You're too kind. Very delicate of you to say so. Nonetheless, these Deadwalkers are simply corpses that are animated by magic. Whereas I am an immortal spirit who changes bodies when they wear out. There's absolutely no similarity.
That's not so dumb. It's what allows you to go on having an effect on the world, I guess.
Exactly. I give these bodies extra life that they would not have had if they'd stayed dead. Though, of course, these days, it's unlikely they would stay dead for very long.
I want to ask... Why did you come to Caralthas?
Why not? There's one thing you should know about eternity. It can be rather dull. So I do my very best to be in the right place at the right time. The place where it's the most fun.
Fun? You think this is fun?
Well, distracting then, if you prefer. What do you expect? I'm just so bored. The End of the World is a show I wouldn't want to miss.
What do you know about the Deadwalkers?
Apart from the fact that they're an incongruous mass of corpses with appalling bad taste that are animated through the use of magic, nothing. I can tell you that the power necessary for their creation, and to keep them working, is far beyond the magical abilities of any of your contemporaries. And since it's obvious they are incapable of any decision-making or strategy, they are clearly being controlled from a distance. All of which suggests the Ice Lords who are controlling these things are rather powerful. Something, I grant you, quite difficult to believe when one saw them start out at the same pitiful level of incompetence as their brothers, the Red Scribes.
In 6,000 years, have you ever seen a situation as desperate as this one?
Honestly? Well, no. You are, as you might put it, fucked. Or at least the mortals seem to be. But you carry something within you that may modify things somewhat. And it is this seemingly insignificant detail, this flap of a butterfly's wing, which may eventually change the apparently manifest destiny of the world as you know it. This demon, as you call it, has never before walked the earth. Neither he, neither it, nor any other of its kind. If they had, I would know of it, believe me. Consequently, and in spite of the evident futility of such a sentiment, there may be grounds for you to feel a slight glimmer of hope. That is, of course, if it is your desire to avert disaster.
Well, that's comforting. What happened to the Elven King?
I think he was simply lacking in strength of will and determination. They transformed him into an Arch-Lich. It's a particularly delicate and extremely dangerous magical process that could only be performed by an Ice Lord. It can only be performed on an elf, and then only one who is desperate to live.
How so?
Elves have many flaws, but most of them do have a very profound sense of duty. If an elf believes he is going to be tortured to make him reveal the secrets of his people, for example, he can literally will himself to die. It would seem that this king was desperate to continue living at any price, rather than dying with honor. That is what allowed them to turn him into an Arch-Lich.
Do you have any ideas about what I am?
In all my long lives, I've never seen your like. Even the term demon seems to be designed to cause confusion. I have seen real demons when I lived as a war drum player amongst the dwarves.
Dwarves are just a legend. You're making fun of me.
I would never mock someone as charming as yourself. Well, almost never. Thus the dwarves did exist, and I was once one of them. They used to use these little creatures, barely the size of toddlers, in their enormous forges. They were little red creatures with tiny horns and a wicked air about them. You see, they were able to survive in the flames. The dwarves called them demons. You look a little like one of them, only larger and more gracious, of course. And you have an even more pronounced affinity with fire. I will reserve judgment about the wicked attitude for now. I believe this affinity with flames is no coincidence. You are clearly a response, a weapon, and your purpose is to face the Ice Lords. It is entirely possible that you are the fruit of an attempt to rebalance the forces of nature. Alas, I have no idea which entity is behind all of this.
How are things with Sybil?
I am quite moved by the child. Her hunger for knowledge reminds me of myself in the distant past, when I was young and still living in my first body. Nonetheless, she is far less attractive than you, and the poor child is about as transparent as spring water.
Why won't you tell Sybil about your love lives?
I wouldn't have thought you'd be interested in the prurient questions of that young girl, innocent though she may be. It seems to me that my sexuality is my own business, as well as which, I suspect my stories would be quite shocking to an innocent girl like that.
Well, I'm not innocent, so start talking.
I have been alive on Vertial a very long time, and before I lost all desire of any kind, I think I probably experienced almost everything. Though meeting you may have opened up new possibilities. To recount all my adventures to you in detail would require weeks, and I must confess that I would be a little shy of telling you all of my adventures. I would be afraid you might end up with a rather low opinion of me.
As bad as that?
Well then, since you seem to require convincing, let me tell you about my 14th wife, the Princess of the Elephant City. It may widen your perspective. It certainly did mine.
For real? There are no words for...
And those are some of my cleaner stories. I told you, I've tried everything. Perhaps now you understand my reticence about sharing with a young girl.
Yeah, I get it. So what should I tell her?
Whatever you wish. I will confirm whatever story you tell.
Talk to you later. Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I spoke with Mathras. He finally agreed to talk with me about his love life. Well, love lives.
And? What did he tell you?
Our bony friend likes... He's, a complete romantic.
I could feel that behind his proud exterior, he was all heart.
He didn't go into too much detail. He had a lot of wives, and every time he had to watch them grow old and die. And he could do nothing to help.
That's... it's just terrible.
It is. And that's why it's so hard for him to talk about it. You understand why now?
Yes. I feel so stupid. Thank you for your help anyway. I won't bother him about it anymore.
See you later.
Greetings, mercenary.
Can I have a look at your... An undead? In our camp? Aren't you afraid it'll communicate with its masters?
It's a calculated risk. Your friend Edwin told me that she can interrogate those creatures, so we captured one.
You really can do some pretty weird things.
Listen, Vulcan. We're not going to turn down any information. If we can find out how to haul our asses out of the fire, I don't see how it can hurt. Ready to make it talk?
If our fire breather doesn't need me right away, I can start getting ready.
Excellent. Let's start the interrogation.
Listen, Maggot Head. You're going to tell us everything you know.
That's not quite how it works, Captain. It can't just answer questions like that. Tell me what you want to know, and I'll dig around in its memory to find the answers.
In that case, why not dig everything out, so we don't miss anything?
Even for someone as skilled as me, that could take weeks. Its brain, however limited, is like an immense archive that contains both recent memories and memories of its past life.
All right. I want to know if that bastard Black Frost really has left the area.
Let me concentrate. Yes. I see him raising the wave and turning the whole city into ice. This soldier must have been at his feet. Then he gave the order to attack, and gave orders to several powerful undead. Apparently he left right after. He appears nowhere else in its memory.
What were Black Frost's orders?
You have to understand that this creature's ability to comprehend is limited. From what I can see, it was told to keep watch over the city. He asked to be sent living people. Prisoners. The other living people must still be alive and under guard. Other prisoners. And of course, that he be informed in the event of trouble.
Does he know we entered the city?
This dead thing doesn't anyway. But that doesn't mean a thing, unfortunately.
What are those powerful dead you were talking about?
I see a flying creature, like the one in the swamp, and others. The image is blurred.
So is the army being commanded by a Tormentor now?
No, I don't think so. They make good spies, but poor leaders. That said, I don't see any real generals.
Nothing that looks like that one that attacked the village.
No, but Black Frost will definitely have left someone in charge. Someone he trusts. This soldier just didn't see who. I think that he... Oh no! He saw me!
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Well, well. Probing the spirits of the dead. You can well imagine that this sort of communication goes both ways. So, that's where my dear rebels are hiding, isn't it?
I must break the link! Right now!
Edwin, I need...
What can I do for...
Hey, thanks for your help. Without you, we would have never gotten anything out of that dead stiff.
You know me, I just love to be helpful.
Thanks.
The knight has come to ask help from his friend. While on reconnaissance, he spotted a convoy which he thinks should be stopped. A group of deadwalkers transporting an object. He thinks they should be attacked and the object taken from them while there is still time. The broken road will only slow them a little. The knight and his friend must get there as quickly as possible.
Okay then, let's go for it. I have to go somewhere with Ranval. Wait for me here.
Since you seem to have a desperate need to go out stumbling through the snow, I will bend to your wishes.
Can I help you with something, Mercen?
Have you seen anyone leave the camp?
Apart from you, nobody.
Are you sure? It's important.
Certain. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to guard duty.
Wonderful. Well, I've made progress.
Mercenary.
Has anyone gone by here? Any men leaving without passes, that sort of thing?
No, apart from you, no one. Is there a problem?
Your commander thinks that someone's sneaking out to get together with the enemy.
That's terrible. Who could do something like that? Anyway, I promise no one's been by here. You should go try the other gate, near the mercenary camp. And maybe the sentinels in the North Tower have seen something.
I'm leaving.
That is not the right direction. The hunter who hesitates will see his prey escape. He must concentrate on his goal. The convoy must be far away now. Not the right direction. The hunter who hesitates will see his prey escape. He must concentrate on his goal.
If I were you, I wouldn't go near the main gate to the city. There are a lot of Deadwalkers over there. That his friend does not regret joining him in this assault.
You were right. It was worth it. Especially if we take the time to strip the others before we head back. have some questions I'd like to ask you.
I'm listening.
Did you see any unusual creatures in the Deadwalker ranks?
I thought I saw a creature I never saw before. A kind of flying creature, really thin.
That must be a tormentor. Like the one in the cave. That's not good news. It could spot us at any time. Where was it?
Every time I saw it, it was somewhere high up. Pretty far from the camp, fortunately. It looked like it was crossing the mountains. I'm listening.
Have you noticed any unusual movement? People leaving the camp?
Apart from you, I also saw the human who goes around with you. The one with a strange way of speaking. And I think I saw one of the mercenaries from your company, too. A really big fellow with a beard.
Buffalo?
Maybe. He didn't give me his name. He didn't go very far. It seemed like he was looking for something.
Right. Well, I'll just have to go and ask him, I guess.
I'm listening.
Enemy troop movement?
Well, there was a creature that came here. An undead, as far as I could tell. He spoke and didn't seem aggressive. He said he didn't belong to the Deadwalkers. But I still decided to call up reinforcements. They took him to the camp for interrogation and an examination, I think.
Did you see him leave again?
No. Why? Did he escape?
No, but I wanted to be sure that he didn't leave the camp. I still don't know if he can be trusted.
I'm listening.
Thank you for the information. Buffalo, I have to talk to you.
What do you want?
You were seen leaving the camp. What were you doing?
What business is that of yours? Are you spying on me?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm supposed to be searching for a spy, and I need some clues.
I was just out on a little recon. I don't see how that can help you.
They told me that you were looking for someone.
Yes, the soldier who was on watch just over there. He left his post, was trying to follow him, but he lost me. He knows the terrain better than I do. I followed his tracks for a while, but considering the number of Deadwalkers in the area, I decided to come back. I didn't want to give away our position.
Where did the tracks lead to?
Over toward the river, but don't bother. The guard already came back. He's just over there. You could go and ask him yourself.
I guess that's what I'll do. Thanks for the tip.
Can I help you with something, miss?
I was told you left your post.
That's... no, never. Who told you such a thing?
You think I'd tell you? Come on. Tell me everything, or you'll really be in the shit.
All right. I left, but only once. I was following your comrade, Buffalo. He went to the main gates of the city. I figured that was pretty suspicious. But I didn't dare go very far. I couldn't leave my post unguarded, you understand? And then the Deadwalkers didn't seem about to attack him. In the end, he went back without a scratch and without saying a thing.
That's funny. Buffalo says you're the traitor, and that the reason he left was to find you.
He's lying. He's the one. I've heard rumors about him. Some people say he's immortal. How else can you explain that he gets out of things every time?
You're talking bullshit. I've known him for years, and believe me, I've seen his blood get spilled more than once. He's got no reason to betray us.
Reasons? Since when have mercenaries needed any reason other than a good payoff? It said the Deadwalkers found you in the middle of a swamp. You don't find that suspicious?
That's a good point. I'll go back and talk to him. It has to be cleared up. Buffalo, this is kind of awkward. That guard told me that it was you who left your post. That you went into town.
And when somebody that you hardly know accuses one of your old friends, you just swallow their bullshit without any questions? You disappoint me, kid, really.
Is that how you defend yourself? Fall back on friendship?
You have got to be kidding. Do you really believe what you're saying? I told you exactly what I did, without frills, and I stand by what I said. But I would lay good money on the fact that your new friend over there doesn't feel quite so confident about his innocence. If I'm not mistaken, he's already taken to his heels.
You seem to believe what you're saying. Which probably means I just had smoke blown up my ass.
Cretin. The only one betraying the company here is you.
I'm sorry, Buffalo, really. I'll see if I can go and catch him. Shit, I'm too late. The bastard's gone.
Well, that'll be it for this video. Until next time, take care and have fun. You know where to get the best gameplay on the internet.